First of all, I need everybody to understand what we are doing. The free webinar is teaching you how to turn your recipe to a formula. But please, I'm not, when I say recipe, I'm not talking about the cake or food. I don't want anybody to, like, if you are here for cake and food, I can't help you. I don't know how to bake cake. So the formula and the recipe I'm talking about is about products. As much as I'm a formulator of hair products, this also works for skincare products. It also works for cosmetics and perfumes, literally all kind of like beauty products. This works for it. So now that I've cleared that up, I think we should start. Hi Becky, we are just about to start. There's no traffic, so nobody can be late. Everybody's supposed to be at home. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see the slides. Yeah, so as you can see, I think I should put the name of the webinar. How to turn your recipe to a standard formula. Okay. Hold on, please. Post. Okay. So that's that. Okay. So yeah, let's start. So recipe to formula. Yes, I want to teach you how to start working with formulas so you can start creating consistent and standard products. But before we go into it, let me introduce myself. Some people know me, some people don't know me. So I'm going to just believe everybody doesn't know me. So my name is Ziza. My full name is Azizat, but there's something about Ziza. It's short, it's catchy, so I went with Ziza. I'm a microbiology graduate of the University of Lagos. I finished 2015. I'm a two-time certified formulator, so I'm not just I learned of Google and all of that. I actually took trainings. I'm a two-time certified formulator, and I'm the in-house formulator and the founder of Ziza Empire. I don't know if you know the brand. You can Google it. Ziza the Cap on Instagram. We make hair products, really good hair products, I must add. So I started as self-taught. So here's the thing. Here's one of the things that like motivated me to do this webinar. I started off as a self-taught before I took like my trainings because it's been 3 years since I started. And one thing about it, when it comes to skincare products, there are a lot of resources online. Like literally, if you Google how to make soap for my body, you're going to see stuff. You're going to see things that will help you. So there's so many resources online for skincare products, and that's why if you notice, there are a lot of skincare brands. People that just woke up and said, you know what, we're doing this skincare thing. It's so easy to see resources online, but you see for hair care, it's different. It just feels more professional, more serious, more, let's say, harder, right? So when I started off and I was like self-taught, fine, black soap formulation it felt like it wasn't so hard because just pour everything together and mix it, you got in black soap. But there were so many things you would want to do, conditioners, things, and you won't just see it online, right? So I was not fortunate. And then even the oils that are easily found online, we're not just enough. Like today now you make this product, oh my god, it's so nice. Tomorrow you make it's not so nice, and I wonder what's the problem. So like I was not fortunate enough to learn things for free. I believe so much in Google. I believe everything I'm looking for is on Google, but I would spend nights and nights googling stuff, and trust me, I wasn't seeing anything. So I wasn't fortunate enough to learn anything for free, like seeing a free webinar on how to make. When I posted it, one of my friends was like, why are you teaching this thing for free? You didn't learn it for free. And I was like, well, it is what it is. So anyways, what was I saying? So it was always mix this and mix that, and it always showed inconsistency. Trust me, especially if you started a brand already and you have customers. So today they buy the product. Oh my god, I love your products. Tomorrow they buy it and like, what's going on? It shows that you're not a professional, and people will not keep using money to buy something they can make at home. That's just a simple truth. So what made me do this webinar? Somebody added me, when this corona thing started, everybody started doing hand sanitizer. So somebody added me to this random group on WhatsApp that they wanted to teach us how to make hand sanitizer. I'm a big fan of free things. If I see any free resource, I'm always ready to jump on it and learn, even if it's like how to build something I'm not even remotely interested. I'll just take it in because you never know when it comes in handy. So she was like, how to make hand sanitizer. I was like, okay, let me see what she's talking about. I know how to make it, but I just wanted to know what she was talking about. So, but what stood out for me was she was teaching us. She was using measurement and teacups and this thing. She was like, mix 3 spoons of this with 2 cups of that and mix it together and add 5 drops of this. And I was like, 2020? This is how you are teaching. Like if she was saying, oh, this is this, if she didn't say she was going to teach us, but you're teaching me as a student. So it was at that moment I realized, a lot of people were like, oh my God. I was like, it was at that moment I realized that there were people out there that still made products this way. Because I felt like, there's something about when you're in your own bubble. So I felt like everything, the way me have stopped since 2017, 2018 is where everybody has stopped. So I realized I need to do this webinar. I can just teach people this. So basically, what are recipes, right? So recipes are specific measurements. You can't adjust them. That's the difference. You can't adjust them. You can't adjust. This person told you to. It's like, I don't know how to put it, but somebody told you 2 cups. You cannot adjust that 2 cups because you want to get this result. So is that 2 cups you must work with? But formulas, you can adjust them because the moment that you adjust your 2 cups, it's going to affect your final results, right? So what's a formula? I want to be able to look at you guys. Okay. So what's a formula, types of formula, and what makes your formula high performance? This is like the basic, right? So formulas are different from recipes. Recipes are just specific measurements. They include things like gram, teaspoons of ingredients, tablespoons, cups mixed together to create a sort of like a formula. They are not usually precise and they are not professional. They are meant for like DIY. If you're just doing DIY, it's cool. You're just making for yourself. You're just making a small batch. It's fine. But formulas are basically the professional ways of creating your own recipe. So another thing about recipe is that recipe, you have to follow what the person told you. You cannot deviate. But formula, you create your own recipe, and that's why if you want to learn how to make products from people and they're teaching you and they're telling you, I'm going to give you 100 formula, 100 recipes, they are playing with you because, okay, you've given me 100 recipe and then the world moves. Like, I think like 5 years ago from now, I didn't think, or 5 years ago, yes, 5 years ago, I don't think a lot of people were doing conditioning shampoos, volumizing shampoos, and stuff like that. So imagine 5 years ago now, you bought, somebody taught you how to make products and they gave you 100 recipes. Obviously, we're not going to add products that people are not doing now. So now it's 5 years ahead now. It's 5 years ahead now, and then somebody is doing, there are people are talking about, conditioning shampoo, volumizing shampoo, and then you still want to go into that. Let me enjoy this wave now. Boom. You can't make a formula. You only have recipe, and in your recipe, there's nothing telling you about volumizing shampoo or conditioning shampoo. And you're stuck. You can't do it. You are lost. That is not a brand. What that person just, that's not a brand. You need to be able to make, and that's the difference between formula and recipe. Formula allows you to create. Formula allows you to be creative. You can do anything. You can create anything. You can wake up and say, I want to make blah 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 blah. You are the one. You create your thing because you can create a formula, and that's the difference between a formulator and a DIY mixer. You get me? Okay, so what makes the formula? Oh no, let me go to types of formula. So a lot of people that actually make products don't know this, but there are different types of formula. Like you can know from the end result, but you actually need to know before you make the product. So there are different types of formula, right? But knowing the type of formula you want to make helps you make a better decision on the type of preservative you want to use, type of emulsifier you want to use, the type of solubilizer you want to use. These are things that are important in formulation. And if you're not familiar with that, it's all right. is something that is one of the things I teach in my ebook about A to Z of hair care formulation. So types of formula, we have anhydrous formula, emulsion, and aqueous. So anhydrous formulas are they're oil based, right? So they are those formula where everything in the formula is oil soluble. For example, it's like your hair oil or your body butter or your hair butter. This type of formula now it doesn't have water. So when your formula doesn't have water, you have the would I say you have the advantage, would I say advantage, or you have the leverage not to use a broad spectrum preservative, not to bother about a preservative. So if you make a oil, you don't necessarily have to put a preservative. The only thing you can say you want to add is like an antioxidant. That sort of like helps you slow down oxidization. Because when it comes to oils, because there's no when bacteria needs water to grow, just the way human beings need water, bacteria needs water to grow. So if there's no water in your formulation or no water soluble ingredient that can introduce water, bacteria might not succeed. But at the same time, even if it's just oils, after some time, when oil stays for a long time, whether it gets exposed to light, it starts to oxidize and it starts to break down. And that can also cause a kind of spoilage. So when it comes to anhydrous formulas, you can just put antioxidants as a form of preservative. So that's that. Another type of formulation is emulsion. Emulsion is a mixture of oil and water. You know, normally oil and water don't mix, but emulsion will help you mix oil and water. That's example is conditioner. See that your conditioner, the beginning of your conditioner is oil and water coming together to give you that dope ingredient. Now, how to make it? That one is another. That one's a big story. Can be in my book. The third type of for emulsion, you definitely it has water, so you definitely need to put a broad spectrum preservative. Ah, God, somebody wants to join, but they can't join. What do I do? Okay, so the third type of formula is aqueous formula. So this ones are water based. That means like 98% of the formula is water. Example is like your toner now. If you notice, most of your toners are. Hey, somebody is really. I don't know what to do. She said she wants to join, but she can't join. Okay, so aqueous formulas are send your email. Sorry. So aqueous formulas, they are formula that contain mostly water, like your shampoo. Your shampoo is supposed to it contains mostly water and water. Your shampoo is not an emulsion, it contains mostly water and water soluble ingredients. Most of your surfactants, they are water soluble. Something like African black soap now is water soluble. Once you put it in water, it's going to melt. You get something like aloe vera juice. If you make a product that is like maybe water, aloe vera juice, maybe like a hair spray, hair rejuvenating spray that is supposed to be mostly it's supposed to just be like refreshing and it's water. It's going to have like African black soap and you put like I said African black soap, sorry. Your hair spray and it's mostly water, aloe vera juice, a bit of oil, just a tiny bit of oil. You'll notice that is like a water-based formula. So that's aqueous formula. It definitely will need a preservative and a very good preservative at that. So so the next thing is what makes your formula high performance. So before you get here, there are steps you take to create and perfect your product formula, to take it from like concept to finished product. Those steps are highlighted more is another thing and it's highlighted more in my book. But for this free webinar, I will explain to you how to make your products, your formula high performance. Once your formula is high performance, of course your product will deliver. So a great performing formula. Is anybody writing anything? I'm going to need you guys to like, jot down something so you can share online on your social media and tag me and say, oh, this class was good, if it was good for you anyways. So okay, let me go back. So functionality. Is there anybody jotting? I need you guys to reply me. Am I making sense? Can you guys understand what I'm saying? If I just continue and I'm just talking. I need you guys to like. Is anybody listening? Really though, I need you guys to reply. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I should continue, right? Okay. Um, okay, so a great performing formula has the following properties. Functionality. It has to deliver on what it's supposed to do. If you say, my product, if your hair is tangled, it's going to detangle it. It has to. You have to make sure that formula is going to come true on that's your promise. It must deliver. Stability. If you say this product is going to last for 1 year, you need to run around and make sure your formula is stable for a year. You need to make sure the amount of preservative system you put in place is going to work for a year. You cannot tell your customers are going to last for a year and then 6 months in the product goes bad. I remember a customer told me she purposely left my product for some time to see if it will go bad because she wasn't sure Nigerian brand. So some people might not leave it on purpose. It might just be that, oh, I have this product, or I just bought this deep conditioner, but I have one that for like 6 months, or they travel and then they come back and the product is bad, but you said it will last for a year. That's bad. You need to deliver on preservative, on your stability. Aesthetics, your product should look and smell good. See, people buy it with their eyes, like, especially when it's online. I cannot feel the product. Like, I don't know if it's good. Fine, you said it's good. You said it's good, but does it look good? Like, it needs to attract me. Like, people don't, as much as we feel like we buy with like what's it called? Logic. We don't buy with logic, we buy with emotion. So people buy with emotion. Just say, it looks good. Oh my god, that product looks good. It's going to feel good. It's going to be good on my hair. Boom, we buy it. You too, if you want to buy stuff, I'm sure you're like, that thing looks good. Oh. Body shop, that product just looks good. You just want to eat it. You just want to buy it. This thing looks so pretty. I want it. It's not like you know if it's good or not. For example, my friend, I went for this event and then they shared a free face wash. Sorry, they shared a free face wash, and so I got this face wash. It was supposed to be like acne remover face wash. I don't have acne, so I wasn't so bothered. It's not so bad. It was supposed to be organic. There's something about people feel like once it's organic, bam, it has to smell organic. It has to smell like the farm. It has to smell like. Anyways, the product smelled. I didn't like the smell. It was very nasty. Smell. I don't know if you're a size 17, X smell, H2S. It smelled bad. So I was at my friend's place and I was like, "Do you want?" But she was dealing with acne. She was like, yes, I want to. I need it to be acne. Blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, take it now. So 3 weeks later, I was like, what's up? That product you got, do you still use it? Does it work? She was like, it worked though. Let me know. Like 2 weeks, my acne went back, but I cannot continue. It smells bad. That's to tell you, he even delivered on the acne, but she still couldn't continue because it smelled bad. Don't say because you want it to be organic. There are other ways for you to communicate your brand being organic than making it than just allowing it to smell bad. Because products should smell bad. There's a reason why you have essential oils. Okay, so chemical attributes. That means positively delivering on the hair. Don't give somebody a conditioner that will make their hair tangle or shampoo that will make their hair tangle. Just because shampoo is supposed to clean doesn't mean the end product of the hair should be like a tangled mess. They will not come back to you. And that product is dependent on your formula. Package treated. If you are making your formula, you should also think of if you are making your formula, you should also think of like where's when you're taking your final products, you should think of where you're going to store it. You don't want to give people oil in something like this. How do they apply it? Are they supposed to put their hand on? It's going to be so messy, they won't buy the next one. You don't want to give somebody what's it called? Deep conditioner. Deep conditioner now is something like this, then I have to fight to bring it out. They will not come back. Like it might be nice, some people will stay, but some people will not come back. And you also need to learn to perfect your formula instead of constant trial and error. See, trial and error is not bad, but you will lose money because hair care ingredients are not cheap, especially if you're trying to make good products. Hair care ingredients are not cheap. Trust. I'm speaking from experience. Healthcare ingredients, they are not cheap. Oh. There are steps to follow to help perfect your formula. That by the time you do it the first time, the second time, third time, your formula, your product is good and it's delivering. So okay. So the next thing now is, now let's now go into the different the recipe and the formula. Let's go into the two. So now let's say you want to make a body butter. This is a body butter, right? Let's say you want to make a body butter with a recipe. So I just went online and said recipe for body butter. Now I didn't even say, I said whipped butter, right? So it's not, this can be used for hair and skin. So I saw this recipe: half cup of coconut oil, half cup of shea butter, half cup of cocoa butter, half cup of jojoba oil, 15 to 30 drops of essential oils. Could be anyone you like, really. So now let me tell you what it is about this. Let me break it down for you. What it is about this recipe. This recipe does not give you the avenue to do more or less. Like half cup plus half cup plus half cup plus half cup, that's 2 cups, and your drops. You can't do more than this. You literally cannot do it, because how do you expand the half cup? Except you want to do, okay, times two times two times two times two times two. You can't just say, oh, I want to do 5 jars, and 1 jar is 200 gram. 200 gram times 5, that's 1000 grams. So I want to do 1 kg with this recipe. Please, can somebody tell me in the comment section? Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can help me, but how you can turn this thing like this to produce 1 kg? You want to make 1 kg. You have this recipe. How do you turn this 1 kg, this recipe now, to give you exactly 1 kg without wasting product, without doing more, without doing less? How do you do it? I don't know if there's anybody that can help me. I need you guys, like, yeah, so just to bring out a pen and jotter. See, formulation is science. So it's science, it's maths. I always, anytime I produce it, I always have my calculator. You'll be surprised. It's not mixing, no. It's when you're mixing, you don't need calculator. But yeah, somebody should tell me, how do you think we can work this out? I'd like to know. So nobody's replying me. Does anybody know how we can do it? Like people that, I'm sure there's some people here that work with recipes. So how do you think we can use this recipe to create 1000 gram? So okay, you need to weigh the ingredients. Okay. So when you weigh the ingredients, so how do you now convert it to give you 1000 gram, which is 1 kg? You should say the person must be Jesus. I'm trying to add somebody. Honestly, person, okay, so then person must be Jesus. Exactly, because it is literally not possible. I don't know how people do it, but it's literally impossible in my opinion. Like, trust me, I've worked with what's it called? I've worked with recipe before. You can't expand. You cannot do that. You can't just do that. So yeah, let me now show you the difference between a formula and a recipe. So this one is a recipe. So it's for people that want to play. When you are tired of playing, come to formula. So making a whipped butter with formula. So when you want to create your formula, there's some things you need to know. The percentage of each ingredient in the formula in the product. The percentage of each ingredient in the product. You need to know the percentage of each ingredient in the products. Because even when you buy ingredients, they always come with usage rates. Some ingredients you can't use more than 2%. Some ingredients you can't use more than 10%. Some of them you can't use more than 40%. If you start using more than that, you're going to cause trouble. No matter how organic or essential oils are organic, but they have it. You can't use more than 3% in an adult formulation, except you want to start looking for trouble. So you need to know the percentage of each ingredient in your products. You need to know the product name because obviously, like you can't just say, I want to put butter in this butter. No, what kind of butter? What's the product name? Is it shea butter, cocoa butter, avocado butter? What kind of butter do you want to put? Also, the face of the product. When it comes to formulation, there are different phases. There's the oil phase, there's the water phase, there's the cool down phase. When are you adding it? You cannot add your essential oil into your water phase. You don't move like that. You should make sure your total percentage is 100. Percentage is 100, just like where you taught in school. You cannot now do your own formulation and then your total percentage is entering 120. There's nothing like 120%. So make sure what is 100 and then the function of each product. I don't think there's anything as important as knowing the function of your products. I need to put this in the form of it. Present the formula, the function of each product. You need to know the function. You need to know the function of your product because let's say now you want to make like a conditioner, right? So you put like 3 conditioning agents. And this is where you save money and producing. You don't want to put 5 like you don't want to put so many conditioning agents and then forget maybe let's say you want to make it a strengthening conditioner. You don't want to put everything conditioning agents and forget to put strengthening agents because you did not put the function. So you just put this. You don't know the function of each product in your formula. Then you start to add things that are necessary. Maybe you already have in your let's say your shampoo now, you already have coconut oil and then or you already have olive oil. Then you still put sunflower oil. Then you still put jojoba oil. You need to know why are you putting don't just put oil because I googled it. They said it. See, if you Google any oil, you will never see this oil is bad. No matter the oil, they will tell you this oil is good. Oh, this oil is good for the hair. They say this oil. See, if you Google 50 oils, all of them are good for your hair. Even a palm oil is good for your hair. Dear. So everything is good for you. You are the one as a formulator that will not say, oh, this is good for the hair, fine. But I'm already using something that is giving me the function of this ingredient. So I don't need to still put this that will give me the same function because now you start to increase your cost of formulation. If you are putting something that is giving your hair certain function, that's giving the product certain function, you don't need to bring in something that is just another name. Just like using Panadol and paracetamol, choose one. They are trying to kill headache. Why are you using Panadol and using paracetamol? They are just wasting money. Do you understand? So just when you know the function of each ingredient in your formula, everything is easier. So after doing this, then you decide. So after doing these 5 things, then you now decide the size you want to produce. You don't just go into formulation and mix. And okay, if it feels 5 jars, fine. If it feels 10 jars, fine. No. You need to know the size you want to produce because you're working with percentage. So the total is 100. You need to know the size you're producing. So let's say for example, you want to produce 5 jars and each jar is like a jar like this and each jar is like 200 gram. 200 times 5 is 1000. 1000 gram is 1 kg. If you want to produce 10 of this, 10 is 200 times this 250, but let's just say it's 200. 200 times 10 is what? Is 2000. 2000 gram is what? 1 kg because 2000 gram is 1 kg. So let's move on. Okay, so example of a formula. So now you see why I said product name. First thing that comes, product name, weight percentage. That's the percentage it is in your formula. The face it comes in, and then the function. So remember that one? It was half cup of shea butter, half cup of this, half cup of that, blah 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 blah. don't care. But look at this now. Shea butter, you're putting in 30%. Right? What phase is it coming in? Shea butter is oil, it's going in the oil phase. What's the function? Shea butter on your hair is going to be an emollient. It's going to be for that product. It's also going to be a thickener because obviously it's going to make the product thick. On your hair is also an occulsive. These things have meaning. They have functions. These are things I talk about in my book. I cannot explain all this. We cannot go into that one in this webinar. Cocoa butter, 30%. Cocoa butter is also a form of its oil. Even though it's thick, it's still oil. The function is an emollient, is a thickener. Say coconut oil, 20%. You can put it in your oil phase or your cool down phase. You can put it in your oil phase or your cool down phase. What's the function? Emollient or corrosive. Jojoba oil, 19.5%. Oil or cool down phase, emollient, moisturizing. Notice how jojoba oil is leaning more towards moisturizing and coconut oil is leaning more towards hot or corrosive. And then essential oil or fragrance, 0.5% is the oil or cool down phase. Now you don't want to put your oil or cool down phase because it's oil. And then the function depends on the type you use. Because obviously if you use lavender essential oil and you use peppermint essential oil, they are doing two different things. They're both essential oils, but they're doing two different things. So that's that. Please, can everybody hear me? I need you guys to let me know. Can everybody hear me? Is everybody understanding what I'm saying? Can everybody hear me? I need you guys to type and say yes. Please type and say yes, you can hear me, so I can continue. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So yeah. So now that your formula is complete, you've written this formula now. Oh, perfect. You want to make, sorry, I meant 2 kg. You want to make 2 kg and you have this formula. Let me show you how you use it. 30% of 2 kg. So now 30 divided by 100 times 2,000. What the first thing you do is to turn your kg to gram. So if you're making 200 gram, fine. You don't need to turn anything to anything. You're making it in gram. But if you're making kg, you have to turn it into gram. So 2 kg is equal to 2,000 grams. So 30% of 2,000 is 30 divided by 100 times 2,000. That's 600. Cocoa butter, 30%. 30% of 2 kg is 30%. 30 divided by 100 times 2,000, 600. Coconut oil, 20%. So 20%, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. When you are done, by the time you calculate this, your percentage, to give you 100. By the time you calculate this, your 600, 600, 400, 390, 10, it must give you that 2,000. So that's the only thing about your formula. You must end up with that total, what's it called? You must end up with that total amount you are going for. So that's what makes it makes it professional. That's what makes it a formula. It has to be perfect. Like it has to be like perfect. So 2,000, when you calculate everything, you must get back that 2,000 and your percentage must be 100. Once your percentage is 100, your total will be the total you are going for. Either it's 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 20. See, if you want to make 10,000, which is what? 10 kg or 20,000, it is this same formula you're going to use. And if you want to make 100 kg, as small as 100 gram, as small as 100 gram, is still the same formula you're going to use. So you can expand and you can reduce and you can do whatever you like. There's no two ways about it. It's the same outline. You just follow it down. Even me, that I've been formulating for long, I have like my book, I have my spreadsheet where I write my formula. Once I've written my formula and I've perfected it, and I want to produce at night. I want to produce when I'm tired. I just look at it. The only thing that changes is the total. Oh, today I want to make 10 kg. I'll just put in 10 kg and automatically you spreadsheet to just calculate what's of each needs. Even when I go to the market and I want to buy ingredients and maybe I didn't go from home or I forgot to write out the ingredients I'm buying, I just say, okay, I want to quickly produce 5 kg. So that's 5,000 grams. Put it in my formula and then it tells me the amount of each ingredient I need to have. So I just look at it. Oh, I don't have this ingredient. Okay, give me 500 ml of this. Give me 5,000 of that. So that's why it makes it easy for everything. So yeah, this is like the main cruise. I like to break things down so that by the time I'm done with teaching you, you probably won't have any question. You know, my mom is a teacher. I have to make her proud. So another thing formula helps you with is making safe and efficient products. So let's say you're working with essential oils. You're working with essential oils, right? Or actives. Things like protein, they're actives, things like solubilizers, preservatives. You need to work within their usage rates. And usage rate is always in percentage. If you buy ingredients from a supplier, they'll tell you, oh, the usage rate is 1 to 2%, 2 to 10%. So how do you now work with that usage rate when you are doing drops? Because 10 drops can be 0.5% in one product and still be 10% in another product. For example, look at this cup now, look at this mug, see how big it is. If I put 10 drops, it will be like I did not put anything, right? But at the same time, if I put 10 drops in this small stuff, you are going to see, like you will see a substantial amount of water. You'll be like, there's something in this thing. But if I put the same 10 drops here, you'll be like, is there something inside or it's just residue? If I put the same 10 drops in a big bath, you won't even notice it. You'll be like, water is just around. Do you understand? So 10 drops is not definite. 10 drops can be 0.5%. 10 drops can be 10%. 10 drops can be 100%. If you put 10 drops, you put 10 drops in this thing, put the 10 drops in this thing, you filled it up. You can't take more. So 10 drops in this is 100%, 10 drops in this is 10%, 10 drops in that is. So you see, it helps your accuracy, and also helps your accuracy because 2 cups of water is not 2 cups of shea butter. If you measure 2 cups of water, you can get, give or take, 250, you might 700 grams. So when somebody tells you 2 cups of this, 2 cups of that, there are two different things. 2 cups of this is different from 2 cups of that. And that's why it only works with like food, cake, chin, pastries. Because you can say 2 cups of flour and then 2 cups of baking soda, because those things, the way their form is similar, they're all powdery. So they weigh almost the same thing. Their molecular weight is similar. The molecular weight of water and shea butter is different. The molecular weight of a surfactant and a conditioning wax is different. Do you understand what I'm saying? The molecular weight of like flaxseed and aloe vera is different. You can't just come and say use 2 cups. Don't let anybody, if anybody wants to teach you something when it comes to formulation, they're talking to you in chops, they're talking to you in cups, they're playing with you, right? So yeah, so this is the crux of the basics of recipe to formulation. If you have any question, you can start asking. If you don't really understand something, you can start asking because it's not so. I didn't make it so bulky. I don't like things when they're bulky. I'm quick to lose interest. So I just believe everybody's like me. If your online class is getting too long, I'm logging out, even if I have data. So, and then another thing is creating your formula. So you can be dropping your questions while I just continue. You say creating a formula is just 5% to creating a perfect product, but it's an important 5%. It's not a 5% you can just like the way the formula is. You cannot play with 5%. It will show because if your formula is not up to 100%, your product is not complete. So that 5% of creating a formula is actually very important. But another thing is you can't keep doing trial and error, wasting money on ingredients, time, and losing customers. Like this pandemic thing has helped like a lot of people to see that they really need to people just realize, oh, I've been playing. I really need to buckle up because by the time this thing is done, everybody's just trying to go for gold, right? So the thing is, when you're formulating, you need to know the science behind because everything is science, whether you like it or not. So you need to understand this. That's why it's called formulative science, cosmetic science. Is serious. You need to decide and you need to know the science behind the organ you're creating for and the science behind formulation. So the science behind the organ you're producing for, sorry, the organ you're producing for, that's air. The science behind formulation, that's the science behind formulation itself, behind your ingredients, how they work with each other, how they now, when you now understand the science of the air itself and then the science of formulation, you can now bring it together, how those products, how those ingredients rather will work for that organ, for the air. Do you understand? You need to bring it together to create something beautiful. And you need to understand how ingredients work, how they react with the air, how they react with each other. Because you'll be surprised. You can't mix some ingredients together. It's going to like just bring everything. See, first time I made my conditioner, first time I made my conditioner. So there are no standards. So I wouldn't say there are coming. I'm going to answer your question now. I wouldn't say there are standard formulas for each product. Standard formula for butter. You can be creative, but of course there's like structure. Let me put it, there's like basic structure. It's like when you want to build house, you can build two-story building, duplex, but there's still structure. You must do foundation, Abi. You cannot do without not doing foundation. Even if you want to build border and that's rotating mall that is in Dubai, they still did foundation. So yeah, they're like foundation. There's no standard formula, but there's like foundation to it. And that's where usage rate comes in. Let's say you want to work with BTMS, right? You want to work with BTMS as a conditioning agent. You cannot use more than like 10%. You can't just that's where usage rate comes in. When you want to buy BTMS, they will tell you, you know what, let me Google something and show you. What's it called? Making cosmetics. This is somewhere you can buy ingredients online. In the US. Come I want to show you some when I say usage rate. Usage rate is very, very important. So okay, I'll show you now. So come. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. Contact. Okay. Okay, so you can see if you look down, you will see use. Look down, description, CS, inky name, benefits, use. So see now, use level is 0.5 to 3%. Can you see it? Can you see? 0.5 to 3%. I need you to confirm that you can see it so I can move away from here and explain what I'm saying. Yes. Can we see it? Can you see the use level is 0.5 to 3%? I need you guys to say yes, I can see it. Yes, I can see it. Can you see it? That's the only way we can move forward. Can you see? Can you see? Okay. Lauren said yes. Okay. Okay. So you can see it, right? So now, if you look at it, it said 3%. It said 0.5 to 3%. So we are making a product with that. We are making a product with that formula, with that ingredient. You can't go above 3%. So that's where that standard formula for each product comes in. It's not like there's a standard product, there's a standard formula, but every ingredient has their usage rate. You can't go above that. So when you understand what the product does, you understand the product you're trying to make, you understand how they react with each other, understand how the ingredients react with each other, then you can understand the usage rate you are going to use. Because they said the maximum is 3, doesn't mean the products you are making, you have to use 3. You might have to use less than 3. Depending on the other ingredients you've used, you can decide to use less than 3 or 3. For example, now when you're making a shampoo and you're using different surfactants, so some surfactants can work together. So you cannot say because they say, oh, 30% is the usage rate, 20% is the usage rate, then you now combine it and then, you combine it and then work it together. No, it's going to be just, see, I've made a shampoo before that. It scattered. Like everything scattered. I was seeing all my ingredients flying different ways because when I just started, everything scattered because I didn't understand how each ingredient reacted with each other. So there's no standard formula. There's only usage rates. So when you know how to create a formula, when you know how to create a comfort formula, there's in my book I showed like the different steps you take to create your perfect formula. So when you go through those steps and create your perfect formula, then you can now switch it, turn it, create anything, create products that nobody has even created before. Nobody can stop you because the product is there. So if you understand, tell me yes, and if you have any question, you can keep sending. So yeah, that's what I was saying. You also need to understand how ingredients work, how they react to the air, how they react with each other. Because if two ingredients cannot work with each other and you put them together, they are going to just waste your money. Especially when you bought some nice and expensive ingredient and then one small mistake, money has gone. It can be frustrating, trust me. And the another advantage of understanding all these things is to reduce cost of production. If you know, see, you can get two products, two ingredients, and they both sound fantastic. They sound nice. They're doing good things for you. When you understand what they do, you will be able to make a buying decision that this is what I need for this product. I don't need that. But when you don't know how they work, my dear, you buy the two because when you Google will say, oh, very beautiful for the hair, very nice, makes your hair soft. You Google that one to Google will say, oh, very beautiful, very nice, makes the hair soft. Then you say, let me buy the two of them together so that the hair will be softer. It doesn't work like that. Trust me, it doesn't work like that. So that's why I came up with this book. I combine like my 3 years of experience and knowledge into the ebook because what I notice is that when I do trainings, sometimes people come and say, "Oh, I'm interested, but I'm not ready to start making products yet." And if I learn it, because when you do trainings and you learn it for like 8 weeks, it's really all you can jot. You have to take home. You cannot come and call me again to come and repeat what I said. And if you're not actually working at that time, or you're the kind of person that's like me that like to go back to stuff, it's going to be quite hard for you. And when I came up with this book and I was talking to my friend, she was like, well, how much do you want to put on your experience? Because we both know what you put into this brand. I was like, yeah, I understand. You can't really put money on it. Because even my training is like, when I tell people my training is like 60K, 70K, I don't feel like I'm collecting money. Because I like breaking things down. I don't like, the first training I ever took, I was shocked because it was so much big English. It was just blah, blah, blah. I was even more confused after I was done with the training. I was like, why did I even deceive myself? Why did I just continue my Google? Do you understand? So I like to break things down, and it takes a lot of my time, but I don't mind because I'm happy. It's making me happy. It's not about teaching. It makes me happy. So yeah. So I noticed some people are not ready or they really have access to the notes. And then some people will still come with, I can't afford it. Please, I'm a copper. I get a copper on the loss. Please, I was a copper. You are now collecting big money. So anyway, so yeah, I get that a lot. And then I decided to come up with this book. So like what's in the book? The first thing, I told you need to know the organ you're working with. So the science of the in relation to air products. You need to understand the air itself. If you don't understand, and that's why if you notice proper brands that know what they are doing, they always talk about even air, apart from selling, they try to like tell you about the air, why your hair is like this and that. They understand the air. When you understand the air, it's like when you have a dog. If you don't understand your dog, to just be barking, you will be giving it food, but you don't understand. Do you understand? So you need to understand that like the first thing is science of air in relation to air products, not just science of air. You don't need science of air in relation as a trichologist. You are not trying to, do you understand? You need science of air in relation to air products. Introduction to air porosity and type. I'm sure you've seen this one online plenty times, but you also need it when you're making air products, whether you like it or not. It might seem basic. Every air blogger knows it, but it is important when you are making air products. You're not knowing it for content sake. You're knowing it for product formulation sake. And then the next thing is the overview of air care ingredients, functions and benefits. Let me tell you, functions and benefits is you need to know what this is responsible for and what that is responsible for when you're making products. You cannot make products and then you cannot use You can't keep on using coconut oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil. You can't use all those things. You're wasting money. Because trust me, maybe two of those oils are giving you what 10 will give you. Oils are just there. All the people making the oils, they're just trying to make money. The brands making you are trying to make money. So when you know the function and the benefits, you know it. Now, this same topic we just did, which is what is a formula. Now you now know how to perfect your formula from scratch. There are 6 steps you take. When you take these 6 steps, it jumps you from like 1 year. It gives you 1 year experience over other people because it's like the experience, all the steps I took I'm giving it to you. So you don't have to like waste money, waste time and experience on that. Also formulating your shampoos, organic shampoos, surfactants, how to understand how they work with each other, how to create the perfect shampoo. And the thing about shampoo is once you understand your surfactants, see, you can create conditioning and volumizing and this shampoo can take on a lot. Once you just understand what you're doing, you can promise your customers blah 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 and you will deliver. Not promise and then they use it and you don't deliver. Same thing goes with conditioners are very tricky. Conditioners are the things that I feel like conditioners are what differentiates DIYs from proper products because emotion is not child's play. If you learn emotion, if you don't learn emotion, you cannot. Lauren, do you have a list of places one can source for ingredient? Yeah, if you when you buy my book, you also get added to a support group. So I give people a list of places they can buy. It's not a lot of places because there are not a lot of trusted suppliers. So I don't go to a lot of places. I'm very loyal to about 2, 3 places. That's all. Because I need to be able to vouch for your product. So I have just like 3, 4 places and I'm good. So definitely I share it to my students because what's there not to share? I definitely share it. So these are the things in the book. So I share it. There are some that are online. If you're the type that likes to import, I have some that are like they're not Nigerian based. And if you want to Nigerian based, I can also give you. So it's really left to them to choose. But I don't use a lot of suppliers. All my ingredients I get from like 2, 3, 4 places. Even for a stretching it, maybe they all don't have it. Then I have to go to the last person. So I don't go around. I don't have 10 places for you to buy. Because trust me, in Lagos there are a lot and lots. Okay, yeah, I have like trusted websites that I buy from. I bought from them in the UK and I bought from the US, and I can vouch for their products, for their ingredients, and they also give you the advantage of buying from these brands abroad is they also give you like a data sheet about the products, everything about the except products, ingredients, everything about the ingredients you can think of. So yeah, that's really yeah, I share lists. And then another thing, apart from even teaching you how to make the products, I also science of formulating growth stimulating products. But because the thing about hair growth is you can't just mix and match and want the hair to grow. You need to understand the what is involved in stimulating growth because as much as we understand that you can't really change hair growth rate, you can only stimulate. Yes, it is in the ebook. It's in ebook version. I will upload a link now. Then is the science of formulating growth stimulating products, and then packaging and labeling. Because if you don't know, I've gotten my NAFDAC and the thing packaging and labeling. Packaging and labeling is very important. I don't want to reply this person. Okay. Packaging and labeling guidelines. So I basically tell you how to package what because so like this now, the way this living is in this spray bottle, it also helps you. The way this living is in this spray bottle helps your customers. Some people buy my living. I'm going to tell you, some people buy this living just because it's in this spray bottle. They say, "Oh my god, I wish every brand could do it this way. It's so easy to apply." Look, it's little things you need to win. You used to win over you win your customers from your competitors. Small things like that because they're just like it's so easy to apply. I love it. Also, good manufacturing practices. As much as we are doing it in our room, we're making it. So yeah, labeling that don't run, but is 100% dependent on your printer. The only thing is you can tell them you want SAV. Yes, getting NAFDAC is very tedious, very expensive. So that one is something that I think I'm going to just do like a webinar or an ebook on it, and people can just get it because it's very tedious. Trust, I cried. But for the labels, I would advise just tell your printer you want SAV. So these are SAV labels. So what SAV means is that even because they're air products, they're cosmetic products, sometimes they can be in the bathroom and all of that. So water touches it. So you want it to be a label that even when water pours on it, it doesn't peel. It doesn't it's not paper, right? It's not paper. I'm looking for something nice paper. I don't have any paper label. All my labels are SAV. So yeah, you tell the printer you want SAV labels. That's what works. Also, apart from what's the book, which is about 10 chapters, you now get your bonus, which is Odoo technology. Odoo technology is basically other things you can do apart from preservative. It helps to build like a preservative system. So instead of just using one preservative and doing so because we are all trying to make organic products, we don't want to use really strong because the stronger the preservative, the stronger the chemicals, and everybody's trying not to do no, not to introduce too much of a add what's it called chemicals. So nobody wants to use strong chemicals. Even your customers might run away. So as much as we advise, you must use preservatives. You're trying to make standard products. But another thing you can do is all the technology allows you to use your different things to build your preservative system. So it gives you different ideas. Oh, do this. So it's called Auto because Auto is basically problems. Like Auto jump, it's basically problems. So you're setting problems for the bacteria. By the time you've put this Auto, put this Auto, put this Auto one, Auto two, Auto three. So preservative Auto two, Auto three. If a bacteria is trying to come, let's say the bacteria was able to go through Auto one, there's Auto two again. There's no along the line, the bacteria is going to die before spoiling your product. Compared to if it's just one odor, if the bacteria is strong enough to kill that your preservative system, then your product goes bad. But if you use odor technology, you have put in place different things to stop the growth of the bacteria. So even if the bacteria is able to go through the first odor, there's the second odor, and then the bacteria is like, the bacteria dies. So I also added common made mistakes and troubleshooting because I've made a couple of mistakes, right? I made a couple of mistakes, and instead of you making that same mistake, I just put it there like, oh, if this happens, this is what you should do. If that happens, this is what you should do. If you notice this is happening, this is what I advise you to. So then apart from now giving you all this book, you have access to 3 years hands-on experience. I cannot, because I'm self-taught, I started off as self-taught. I made a lot of mistakes. Right. At that time, it didn't seem like a good thing, but looking at it, I think it's a good thing because it makes it easier for me to learn, to teach people. Because when you say, oh, this thing happened to me, I'm like, oh, I know why. So, yeah, so when you get this book, you have 3 years as hands-on experience. My 3 trainings, see, when I paid for my second training, was around when I was doing my NAVDAC, I wanted to cry because this training cost a lot. But when I was done, I came out as a newborn baby. Do you understand? And I'm not holding back in this book. It's not a recipe book. This is formulating. Like when I made the book, I was just like, I made this book when I was training a student. I was writing everything I was going to use to train her. She paid about 65,000 naira for the training. So I was writing everything I was going to use to train her. And when I was done, I was like, instead of always having to train, why can't I just make this book and make it available for people? Right. So I made the book. And then you also have free access to me for 3 months because I feel like I shouldn't just give you a book and say go ahead and go and rest. If I do it that way, then I'm lying and saying it's not just money. Because if I do it that way, it's just money, basically. But I decided to say, okay, you have access to me for 3 months and a support group. So I created a support group for other people that buy the book. So sometimes you might ask a question and then I might explain it this way, but there's something about somebody else that also done it, explaining it to you. So you're learning from each other and then you can bounce around ideas. You can just say, oh, you guys, I tried to make this. And the person's like, oh, I tried to do that. Why don't you do this and that? And then everybody comes together like a community. Because trust me, the hair care market is very, very, very big and nobody is dominating it. Everybody is going for their share. So, and normally if you come to me and say, oh, I want a training and access to just you, Trust me, you're going to pay nothing less than 100,000 naira because time is money. I'd rather be sleeping. I like sleeping. So yes, so the book contains everything you need to start formulating with little owner assistant. Trust me, you know the way I broke down this formulation is something that if I wasn't here to explain this webinar to you and I just sent you the slides, you would have learned it by yourself. That's the way I teach. I like to break it down that if nobody is there, you'll be able to learn by yourself. So basically, you get all of that. Please, just I'm here to answer your question. Yeah, it's definitely a good deal. I start sending it out. Those that pre-ordered earlier, they'll start getting their book as from tomorrow. If you have any question regarding this seminar, sorry, webinar, not seminar, let me know. Somebody can go and eat. So yeah, please let me know. Can every other person message you understood everything? You see? So yeah, you guys should please comment. We have some people online, so I'd like to know your thoughts. Okay, thank you. So did you understand everything? And I'll need you guys to post, you can post on your story, tag me and tell me it was informative if it was, because you guys say it was, I'll need you to say it was. This is at the cap, Instagram. You understood everything. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, Ren KJ, thank you so much. You're welcome. If you want to take advantage of the book, you should. I need to take I need to snapshot this. I don't well. If you want to take advantage of the book, you can buy it now. You can buy it now. You can take advantage and let me know. You get added to the support group tomorrow. So yeah, is that all? No questions. Everybody enjoyed it. Lauren, if you need to send me a message, you can send me an email or you can message me on Instagram. So yeah, we have come to the end of this webinar. This helped me to my yeah, exactly, Victoria. Exactly. Like you can move from making normal recipes to like making money. That's why this book was like making money from home. What's the saying? Can you send me a message, Lauren? Maybe send me maybe send me or something. I don't know. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, that's fine, no problem. Yes, you can send me a message on IG. That's fine. You can also send me a message on IG. I'll reply you now. Okay, my email is before we all go. Ziza Empire. Ziza Empire. At yahoo.com. These are the cap on Instagram. So anyone you do is fine. You can send me a message. Yes, please go and brag. Let them know that we have done something. Please go and brag. So next time when they see free webinar, they'll run. Yes, so we have gotten to the end.